What Nora went through, or more accurately, what she became in the last 2 years, was a man. Her transformation into the guy she calls Ned begins with a buzz cut, baggy men's clothes, and a too small sports bra to flatten her breasts. She even wore a little padding in a jock strap. When all the pieces are together, hair, makeup, voice, posture, style, the transformation is complete.
Walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man.
And Nora Vincent becomes Ned Vincent. Throughout the project, Ned dabbled in the art of picking up a woman.
Where'd your friend go?
We went with him to this bar wearing hidden cameras.
This is my friend JC, I'm Ned.
Nora was reminded that in this arena, it's women who have all the power.
We sit there and we, just with one word, no, will crush someone. And the thing is, we don't have to do the part where you cross the room and you go up to a stranger and say the first words. And those first words are so hard to say without sounding like a cheese ball or sounding like a jerk or whatever else.
And what do you guys do?
Nora says the brush-off Barbara Jones gave Ned was typical.
She was just sort of emblazoned with hostility, you know, just looked at you and you saw everything cross her face, which was, oh, God help me, not again. I'm trying to have a drink with a friend and I've got to deal with you.
Barbara was trying to dispose of Ned before her friend returned from the bathroom.
Anyway, we haven't seen each other in a while, so we're just catching up.
Yeah.
I've got to head out to the office.
But Ned returned and told Barbara the truth about her gender.
You're saying you gave us all the lines, like, try to get rid of us. I see it, and as a woman, I have such sympathy. I'm like, oh, I hate being this guy that you're trying to get rid of. You know?
Talking to a woman, Barbara seemed more open and friendly, and in the end actually apologized for how she had treated Ned.
So
Sorry for being bitchy.
please.
Nora, as Ned, also went on about 30 dates with women, mostly arranging them on the internet.
Did you have any fun?
Rarely, rarely.
It was just an
pretty
ordeal.
Unpleasant. Yeah.
She says the pressure of Ned having to prove himself was grueling. Nora was surprised that many women had no interest in a soft, vulnerable man.
My prejudice was that the ideal man is a woman in a man's body. And I learned, no, that's really not. There are a lot of women out there who really want a manly man.
Shit. Hey, I know we talk a lot about it on this channel, of how rough it is for men out here, bruh. And oftentimes it go in one motherfucker's ear and out the other, bruh. But if this shit don't say everything, bruh. If this shit don't say everything, man, ain't shit sweet. It ain't shit sweet out here, man. And like, you a man, you're accustomed to it, bruh. Like, it's life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm imagining how that abrupt transition would be from living as a woman to living as a man. Because walking around as a man is all you fucking know. It's all you fucking know. I wonder how it would be for a man able to, like a man's man, or yeah, any type of man for that matter. You know what I mean? Who knows, who's aware of the fucking struggle, like who's aware of how strenuous it is to be a man out in these streets today. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how they would deal with an abrupt transition to a woman. And you know, I wonder how those two perspectives would compare, man, because this was eye-opening as hell to me. You know what I mean? Nora got to the point where I think originally she was supposed to try to walk as a man for 2 years, and she couldn't even fucking make it, bruh. She started to hate women. You know what I mean? I just showed y'all the video of her experiences in the dating market, bruh, and she couldn't handle that. And that's small chips compared to everything else out there men gotta fucking struggle with. You know what I mean? And she saw how that shit work wholeheartedly, bruh. Men have no leverage in the dating world. Men have no leverage in a bunch of fucking situations within society, man. But specifically within the dating world, motherfucker, she felt this goddamn small. This goddamn small, bruh. And that's what men gotta deal with day to day. She couldn't even fucking handle that. I mean, I'm not trying to like criticize or ridicule or, you know what I'm saying, make sarcasm of what happened to her, man, because it's horrible, man. But like, feminists at that, being able to empathize for men given the brief experience that she had walking as a man, bruh, that speaks enormously, man. And I'm not surprised that there's not that much attention being brought to this, man, because at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck. Society can care less about what men go through, because at the end of the day, a man got to be a man, and man got to hold it down. If you're not worthy, if you can't handle life, then you're useless, and society treats you as such, man. But we still gotta highlight the shit. Men can't sit here and just cry about it and give up and all that, bro. You make the situation worse. But what we can do is bring awareness to it and prepare motherfuckers for what life is gonna throw at them, so they can, adapt and try to place themselves in the best position to be successful, man. But to bring it back to this, bro, she gave up after 18 months. 18 months couldn't handle it no more. I got some more specific details on it. I don't want to misspeak on anything. I've read through the article, but I want to make sure I got my facts straight. Here we go. Shit, I don't even know if I've told y'all what the fuck took place exactly. Like I may have confused y'all already for what the fuck I'm talking about, man. But the woman I just showed y'all, she ended up taking her life, or she was assisted in taking her own life, man. Her name is Nora Vincent. She became immersed in a man's life through a man's perspective, wrote about it in a book, man. And she only lasted 18 months, meant to go 2 years, whatever. And she discloses the trials and tribulations, men, faith, and it drove her to the brink of checking herself into a mental facility, man, because she was breaking down, trying to find that part of this article. She spoke on how she expected to experience male privilege, but came to find out there's nothing of the sort, and men are at an incredible disadvantage. But hold on, where is it? I suspect people will go into thinking, oh, it's written by a lesbian, she's going to be male bashing all the way down the line, Nora said during a phone interview. But my experience was one that made me feel vulnerable and made me feel a lot of pain and difficulty. While all of us in the post-feminist movement are convinced that women have always had it worse and men have always had it better, it took me stepping into their shoes to realize that's not true at all. Here we go. It says here, Nora's mental state started to decline. She fell into a crippling depression as Ned, that was her man name, and had to check herself into a mental facility while finishing Self-Made Man. It's the book she wrote about her experiences. During her time in the mental facility to deal with her issues, coping with her experience as a man, sparked another idea for her to portray a mental patient. She wrote a book on that as well, and it's called Voluntary Madness, My Year Lost and Found in a Loony Bin, man. So she does a lot of that immersive journalism where she takes on personalities and shit. And I'd imagine it had a lot to do with, the mental breakdown that eventually turned into her taking her own life, man. But that don't tell you how hard it is for dudes out here, bro. I don't know what the hell else to tell y'all, man. Like, but motherfuckers do not care about what the hell men go through today. And a lot of times, the majority of the time, reality doesn't matter, especially right now. It's all about how you feel about shit, and regardless of what the fuck people read into this and her experiences she had, it don't matter, because people still gonna feel how they fucking feel. You know what I mean? Which is frustrating, because like you would think that this article would be all over the place, all on the algorithms, all over social media, Twitter, TikTok, IG, YouTube, man, but it ain't. It's not moving like that. It's not moving like that. And this woman took her life because of the depression she fell into that initially sparked from her not being able to cope with what men deal with day to day. And from what they showed in that video of her experience as a man, it seemed what bothered her the most is the dating element of how men are shitted on in the dating market, bro. Like, men can't do nothing. She didn't get to fucking tap into how the judicial system fucks you, how society views men and women in different dynamics, how they always view the women as victim, always view the man as the goddamn assailant, child custody, fucking divorce court. There's a long list of things that be beating motherfuckers down day to day, and she got fucked up by just that. Men are shit on in the dating element, man. Like, you gotta fucking prove yourself to everybody. You're held to a fucking standard, and if you don't fucking meet the standard, you get shit on. You know what I mean? You feel useless, you feel invisible, you feel like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And she realizes how much power women have in that regard, and to have that shit taken away, I'd imagine it's like, taking a little rich ass motherfucker that's had a silver spoon fed up their ass and just dropping them off in the fucking hood. It's gonna be a drastic change in how the fuck you live your life, and how you fucking see the world, and how you fucking treat it. You know what I'm saying? And it's too much for her to cope with. So yeah, man. Definitely interesting, bro. Definitely interesting, man. Let me know y'all thoughts about this shit in the comments, man. Y'all be safe out there, man. And yeah, it's fucking crazy.